What does it take to manifest $1 million within a year? The secret is by merging spirituality and money. But what does this mean? Aren't they two separate things? Not according to some of the most successful men and women on the planet like Oprah and Ray Dalio from Bridgewater Associates. Stick with me through this video as I uncover the missing link billionaires swear by to manifesting not just money, but all-encompassing wealth that will change the way money flows into your life. You see, many of us have been conditioned or misled to view spirituality and money as two aspects of life on opposite ends of the spectrum. The notion suggests that one must either pursue a spiritual path at the expense of financial success or chase wealth, potentially compromising one's spiritual values. Some may think that in order to be rich, you'll probably have to do something dirty or corrupt. Yet, what if this dichotomy is a false one? What if spirituality and financial abundance are not only compatible but deeply interconnected? The general consensus among wealthy individuals, especially those with a long-term perspective on wealth that transcends mere financial assets, tends to lean towards viewing spirituality as interconnected with their understanding and management of wealth. This perspective is not uniform, as personal beliefs and experiences greatly influence one's view on the matter. However, many who have achieved enduring wealth and success often cite a holistic approach to life, where spirituality plays a crucial role in shaping their values, decisions, and practices. Individuals like Oprah Winfrey and Ray Dalio have publicly shared how their spiritual beliefs and practices have been integral to their success and overall sense of fulfillment. Oprah speaks frequently about the role of intention, gratitude, and purpose in her life, suggesting that these spiritual practices have been key to her personal and professional achievements. Ray Dalio, an American investor and hedge fund manager, is widely recognized for founding Bridgewater Associates, the world's largest hedge fund. Born on August 8, 1949 in New York City, Dalio has built a remarkable career in finance, managing assets worth billions of dollars.
People have asked me in their 20s, what is good advice for their 20s? And I gave that. And now I've gotten some questions of what is good advice for people in their 40s. And so I'll just pass along some thoughts. That's your midlife, that in history. And when you look at happiness, that's measured as the toughest part of life. It's a midlife. They talk about midlife crisis. And it's a difficulty because you have to juggle your work and your family. And it's not just your immediate family, maybe your parents, your children. You're trying to be successful in life. And you find out maybe that life is tougher than you expected. And so that midlife crisis is the key thing. What would I recommend? First of all, I recommend for every phase of your life, meditation. If you can meditate and you have the calmness and the equanimity to look at that, I think that that's an important thing. And then I think also that if you think about the relationships that you're in, that then may be more strained, to differentiate those relationships. Who are the people that you want to be around, and how do you work with them to get you through those issues? And then on the issue of there's too much to do, too much work, and think how you get leverage. Think about how you get the more out of an hour than you did before. It's all a matter of leverage. If you know how to leverage yourself well, then you're going to be able to get more life out of life. So don't think it's just a matter of a choice. I have to give up this or give up that. Think about how you can do the leverage. But I would say that that's the expectation. You're going to go through that, probably the challenging. Savor the joys in life, meditate, and I also think about how you prioritize and organize yourself so that you go through that in the best possible way.
Dalio's journey into meditation began in 1969. 6 years before, he founded Bridgewater Associates. Beyond his financial acumen, Dalio is also known for his unique approach to success, attributing a significant part of his achievements to the practice of transcendental meditation, or TM, and mindfulness. This practice, according to Dalio, not only helps in reducing stress and anxiety, but also enhances creativity, clarity, and decision-making abilities. He has made TM training available to his employees at Bridgewater, emphasizing its importance in achieving work-life harmony and making better decisions under pressure. This approach reflects his belief in the power of mindfulness to foster a balanced and successful life, both professionally and personally. He argues that tapping into one's subconscious through meditation can lead to breakthrough ideas and insights, which are crucial in the fast-paced and complex world of finance. Wealthy individuals who consider wealth to encompass more than just money, incorporating aspects like well-being, relationships, and impact on the world, often see spirituality as a foundational element. They believe that spiritual principles such as gratitude, purpose, and connectedness contribute significantly to a rich and fulfilling life. This holistic view of wealth acknowledges that financial prosperity is just one component of a well-lived life. These examples reflect a broader trend among some wealthy individuals who believe that spirituality and wealth are deeply interconnected. They view spirituality not as a separate endeavor from their financial pursuits, but as an essential component of a balanced and meaningful life. This integrated approach suggests that spiritual well-being enhances one's capacity to create, manage, and sustain wealth in a way that aligns with their deeper values and contributes to their overall happiness and satisfaction. The idea that spirituality and financial prosperity can coexist harmoniously is not new. In fact, many thought leaders and influential figures have echoed this sentiment. One such figure is Deepak Chopra, a renowned author and spiritual leader, who eloquently stated, "Abundance comes from within, it flows through every aspect of our lives, including our finances." This quote underscores the principle that our internal state, our thoughts, beliefs, and spiritual alignment, plays a crucial role in manifesting external abundance, including financial prosperity. Spirituality, in its essence, is about connecting with something greater than ourselves, finding meaning and living in alignment with our core values. It involves cultivating a mindset of abundance, gratitude, and openness to the flow of the universe. When we operate from this place of spiritual alignment, we naturally attract opportunities and resources that reflect our inner state of abundance. Conversely, financial abundance is not merely the accumulation of wealth, but the freedom and ability to live a life that is rich in experiences, growth, and contribution. It's about utilizing our resources to fulfill our purpose, support our well-being, and make a positive impact on the world around us. When approached from a place of spiritual integrity, financial prosperity becomes a tool for amplifying our positive influence and living our values more fully. Therefore, the journey to harmonizing spirituality and financial abundance begins with a shift in perspective. It requires us to let go of limiting beliefs that keep us trapped in a mindset of scarcity and separation. By embracing the interconnectedness of our spiritual well-being and financial health, we open ourselves to a life of greater purpose, fulfillment, and prosperity. In essence, the balance between spirituality and financial abundance is not only achievable, but essential for a holistic and meaningful life. As Deepak Chopra's words remind us, abundance is an inside job that permeates every aspect of our existence, including our financial reality. By aligning our inner world with the energy of abundance, we pave the way for a life that is rich in both spiritual depth and material wealth. Aligning your spiritual beliefs and practices with your approach to wealth and prosperity can lead to a more holistic and fulfilling experience of abundance in all areas of your life. This alignment suggests that when you operate from a place of spiritual understanding and intention, you create a foundation for attracting and managing wealth that resonates with your core values and contributes to your overall well-being. Deepak Chopra advises that wealth is a state of consciousness where you have access to abundance because you have access to the source of all experience, which he calls pure awareness. He emphasizes that abundance is infinite and not based on insecurity or belief. By tapping into pure awareness, or the domain of experience where everything is inseparably one, you access infinite abundance. Chopra also suggests that the energy of money can be unlocked by changing the consciousness you bring to it, replacing thoughts of lack and limitation with those of abundance, generosity, and ease. He believes that as your mind fills with gratitude and you recognize the abundance of the universe everywhere, your financial landscape will reflect this shift in consciousness. Sadhguru, on the other hand, speaks to the importance of understanding what our idea of wealth is. He points out that in the most affluent societies, there is wealth but not necessarily well-being, indicating that wealth alone does not guarantee happiness or fulfillment. Sadhguru emphasizes that wealth should be seen as a means to living well, not as the goal of life itself. The quality of life is determined by how peaceful and joyful you are, not by the material possessions you accumulate. He also suggests that in pursuit of wealth, we should not destroy the planet or our well-being. Instead, we should decide how much is enough and how to balance outside activity, inner well-being, and social well-being without causing harm. Eckhart Tolle, a spiritual teacher and author, emphasizes that true abundance and prosperity come from a state of inner fulfillment and peace, rather than from external possessions or financial wealth alone. Tolle's teachings focus on the importance of being present and finding contentment in the current moment, suggesting that a deep sense of gratitude and acceptance can lead to a feeling of abundance that transcends material wealth. In Tolle's view, the connection between spirituality and financial abundance lies in the understanding that when individuals are spiritually aligned, meaning they are present, mindful, and in a state of inner peace, they naturally attract positive circumstances into their lives, including financial abundance. However, he cautions against making financial success the primary goal or indicator of one's spiritual progress. Instead, Tolle advocates for a detachment from the egoic mind, which often seeks identity and security in material possessions and wealth. Tolle teaches that by focusing on the inner state of being and cultivating a sense of peace and contentment, individuals can experience true abundance. This abundance is not limited to financial wealth, but includes the richness of experiences, relationships, and the joy of being. According to Tolle, when individuals operate from this place of spiritual abundance, they are more likely to make decisions and take actions that align with their true selves, which can lead to the manifestation of financial resources in a way that supports their well-being and life's purpose. Lastly, is the story of Kathleen Cameron, who went from a traditional career as a registered nurse to a self-made spiritual entrepreneur. Kathleen shared that she made $12 million in 4 years by tapping into a prosperity consciousness and shifting her identity. She started partnering with Bob Proctor and launched her coaching business in January of 2020. She made $1 million in cash within 7 months, and then her revenue grew to $3.3 million in that year. By the 4th year, she was edging towards $30 million in revenue. Kathleen attributes this financial success to her change in mindset and her focus on understanding herself, asking deep questions, and observing her beliefs, which led to rapid changes in her life and the manifestation of her desires. Kathleen shares her personal journey of manifesting abundance, emphasizing the transformative power of shifting one's focus inward and aligning with a prosperity consciousness. She recounts her traditional life path, which included a successful career in nursing, marriage, and motherhood, but highlights a persistent feeling of unfulfillment and the desire for more out of life. This led her to question the purpose of life and seek a deeper sense of aliveness. Her turning point came when she decided to work for herself, desiring more autonomy and to live life on her terms. However, a health crisis and subsequent career change in 2019 forced her to reevaluate her life. She quit her nursing career due to illness from extreme weight loss methods and the stress of her job. Feeling guilt, shame, and sadness, she realized something had to change. This realization led her to explore personal development and manifestation, which dramatically transformed her life. Kathleen's journey into manifestation began when she was introduced to the teachings of Bob Proctor. She decided to focus on understanding herself, asking deep questions, and observing her beliefs. This shift in focus from external achievements to internal exploration resulted in rapid changes in her life. She started noticing her desires manifesting in the physical world, from receiving unexpected gifts to opportunities for authorship and winning giveaways. She emphasizes the power of being open to prosperity consciousness and how it can lead to unexpected sources of money and opportunities. Kathleen shares her success in launching a coaching business in 2020, which quickly grew to generate millions in revenue. This financial success, she explains, came from tapping into a prosperity consciousness and shifting her identity. Beyond financial abundance, Kathleen highlights the importance of happiness, peace, and connection to a higher power. She stresses that money alone does not bring happiness. It can amplify one's existing state. She advocates for ascending in how we see ourselves and life, recognizing the abundance that already exists, and tapping into a higher level of spirituality. Kathleen's message is that by understanding money as a spiritual idea and embracing the law of infinite supply, individuals can manifest abundance. She encourages letting go of limiting beliefs and embracing one's true potential, emphasizing that everything needed is within oneself. Her story is a testament to the power of shifting one's focus from external validation to internal growth and alignment with prosperity consciousness, leading to a life of abundance, happiness, and fulfillment. In conclusion, the journey towards harmonizing spirituality and financial abundance is not only possible but profoundly transformative. The stories of influential figures like Dalio, Oprah Winfrey, and Kathleen Cameron, alongside the wisdom of thought leaders such as Deepak Chopra, Sadhguru, and Eckhart Tolle, illuminate a path where wealth transcends mere financial gain. It becomes a reflection of our inner state, a manifestation of our spiritual alignment and consciousness. The evidence is clear. Embracing spirituality, whether through meditation, mindfulness, or a deepened sense of purpose and gratitude, can significantly enhance our capacity to attract and manage wealth in a way that resonates with our core values. This holistic approach to abundance ensures that our financial success contributes not only to our personal well-being but also to the greater good. As you reflect on the interconnectedness of spirituality and financial abundance, consider this a call to action. Are you ready to embark on a transformative journey towards wealth that is not just about accumulating assets, but about enriching your life and the lives of those around you? The first step is simple, yet profound. Incorporate a daily meditation routine into your life. This practice can serve as a foundation for cultivating a mindset of abundance, gratitude, and openness to the flow of the universe. By aligning your spiritual beliefs and practices with your financial goals, you create a powerful synergy that can lead to a more fulfilling and prosperous life. Remember, abundance is an inside job that permeates every aspect of our existence, including our financial reality. As you begin this journey, ask yourself, are you ready to embrace the new you, one that thrives on the harmonious balance between spiritual well-being and financial abundance? Let this be the moment you decide to take control of your financial destiny, not by chasing wealth in the conventional sense, but by nurturing a rich inner life that naturally attracts abundance in all its forms. The path to financial abundance through spirituality is not just a possibility, it's a proven route to a life of purpose, fulfillment, and prosperity.